I'm so glad that you decided to join me for a wonderful hike through the forest on this lovely winter day. And hey, I should tell you, as we walk along, I'm going to tell you a story. But before I get to that, just in case you're wondering, who the hell are you? My name is Mike, and what I do is point of view hiking videos. So I take you along with me as I go on a hike, and you get to see it through the point of view of my camera, which is mounted right on my head. And when I mean mounted to my head, I mean like screwed into my skull. And it stays there at all times. So you get to see what I see. And it's done in beautiful 4K footage. And of course, as I said, as we go along, I tell you a story. But I only do that every Monday and Friday. And then on Wednesday, I do a sights and sound video, meaning that I don't talk. You just get to enjoy the sights and the sounds of wherever I am. Today, however, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something special. Christmas is just days away, and I wanted to do something festive, something to help put you in the spirit and give you a nice feel-good story. So I really hope you enjoy it and that it helps lift your spirits and get you in the Christmas mood. But before we get there, there's a couple things I need to take care of. One of them is that subscribe button. It's calling your name. It's saying, hey, look, I'm a gift. Unwrap me. Just unwrap me and hit that subscribe button. Subscribing helps. It helps the channel. It helps grow the channel. If people don't know about this channel, it isn't going to go anywhere, and eventually I'm just going to stop doing it. So be sure to subscribe. Let's build this channel and get this channel out there for all to see. Also, like this video, if you like it, of course. If you like the video, hit that like button. Just hit it. Hit that like button. Give it a good hit. Not a smash. A hit. Just give it a good hit. And like the video, of course, if you like it. Also, if you have a Christmas story that you love, tell us in the comment section. What is your favorite Christmas story that you ever heard? Something that you love to read every year or remember from your childhood, and it always puts you in the Christmas spirit. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, a glass of eggnog, or maybe even a tea. Sit back and relax, watch the video, and enjoy the story. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Holidays.
What Christmas Is as We Grow Older by Charles Dickens. Read in English. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Bob Neufeld. Time was, with most of us, when Christmas Day, encircling all our limited world like a magic ring, left nothing out for us to miss or seek. Bound together all our home enjoyments, affections, and hopes, grouped everything and every one around the Christmas fire, and made the little picture shining in our bright young eyes complete. Time came, perhaps all so soon, when our thoughts overleaped that narrow boundary, when there was someone, very dear we thought then, very beautiful and absolutely perfect, wanting to the fullness of our happiness, when we were wanting too, or we thought so, which did just as well, at the Christmas hearth by which that same one sat, and when we intertwined with every wreath and garland of our life that someone's name. That was the time for the bright visionary Christmases which have long arisen from us to show faintly, after summer rain, in the palest edges of the rainbow. That was the time for the beatified enjoyment of the things that were to be, never were, and yet the things that were so real in our resolute hope that it would be hard to say now what realities achieved since have been stronger. What? Did that Christmas never really come, when we and the priceless pearl who was our young choice were received, after the happiest of totally impossible marriages, by the two united families previously at daggers, drawn on our account? When brothers and sisters-in-law, who had always been rather cool to us before our relationship was effected, perfectly doted on us, and when fathers and mothers overwhelmed us with unlimited incomes? Was that Christmas dinner never really eaten, after which we arose and generously and eloquently rendered honor to our late rival, present in the company, then and there exchanging friendship and forgiveness, and founding an attachment not to be surpassed in Greek or Roman story, which subsisted until death? Has that same rival long ceased to care for that same priceless pearl, and married for money and become usurious? Above all, do we really know now that we should probably have been miserable if we had won and worn the pearl, and that we are better without her? That Christmas, when we had recently achieved so much fame, when we had been carried in triumph somewhere for doing something great and good, when we had won an honored and ennobled name, and arrived and were received at home in a shower of tears of joy. Is it possible that that Christmas has not come yet? And is our life here at the best so constituted that, pausing as we advance at such a noticeable milestone in the track of this great birthday, that we look back on the things that never were as naturally and full as gravely as on the things that have been and are gone, or have been and still are? If it be so, and so it seems to be, must we come to the conclusion that life is little better than a dream, and little worth the loves and strivings that we crowd into it? No, far be such miscalled philosophy from us, dear reader, on Christmas Day. Nearer and closer to our hearts be the Christmas spirit, which is the spirit of active usefulness, perseverance, cheerful discharge of duty, kindness, and forbearance. It is in the last virtues especially that we are, or should be, strengthened by the unaccompanied visions of our youth. For who shall say that they are not our teachers to deal gently even with the impalpable nothings of the earth? Therefore, as we grow older, let us be more thankful that the circle of our Christmas associations and of the lessons that they bring expands. Let us welcome every one of them, and summon them to take their places by the Christmas hearth. Welcome, old aspirations, glittering creatures of an ardent fancy, to your shelter underneath the holly. We know you, and have not outlived you yet. Welcome, old projects and old loves, however fleeting, to your nooks among the steadier lights that burn around us. Welcome, all that was ever real to our hearts, and for the earnestness that made you real, thanks to heaven. Do we build no Christmas castles in the clouds now? Let our thoughts, fluttering like butterflies among these flowers of children, bear witness. Before this boy there stretches out a future, brighter than we ever looked on in our old romantic time, but bright with honor and with truth. Around this little head, on which the sunny curls lie heaped, the Graces sport as prettily, as airily, as when there was no scythe within the reach of time to shear away the curls of our first love. Upon another girl's face near it, placider but smiling bright, a quiet and contented little face, we see home fairly written. Shining from the word as rays shine from a star, we see how, when our graves are old, other hopes than ours are young, other hearts than ours are moved, how other ways are smoothed, how other happiness blooms, ripens, and decays. No, not decays, for other homes and other bands of children, not yet in being or for ages yet to be, arise and bloom and ripen to the end of all. Welcome everything. Welcome alike what has been, and what never was, and what we hope may be, to your shelter underneath the holly, to your places around the Christmas fire, where what is sits open-hearted. In yonder shadow do we see obtruding furtively upon the blaze an enemy's face. By Christmas Day we do forgive him. If the injury he has done us may admit to such companionship, let him come here and take his place. If otherwise, unhappily, let him go hence, assured that we will never injure nor accuse him. On this day we shut out nothing. Pause, says a low voice. Nothing? Think. On Christmas Day we will shut out from our fireside nothing. Not the shadow of a vast city where the withered leaves are lying deep, the voice replies. Not the shadow that darkens the whole globe. Not the shadow of the city of the dead. Not even that. Of all days in the year, we will turn our faces towards that city upon Christmas Day, and from its silent hosts bring those we loved among us. City of the dead, in the blessed name wherein we are gathered together at this time, and in the presence that is here among us according to the promise, we will receive and not dismiss thy people who are dear to us. Yes, we can look upon these children angels that alight so solemnly, so beautifully among the living children by the fire, and can bear to think how they departed from us. Entertaining angels unawares, as the patriarchs did, the playful children are unconscious of their guests, but we can see them, can see a radiant arm around one favorite neck, as if there were a tempting of that child away. Among the celestial figures there is one, a poor misshapen boy on earth, of a glorious beauty now, of whom his dying mother said it grieved her much to leave him here alone, for so many years as it was likely would elapse before he came to her, being such a little child. But he went quickly, and was laid upon her breast, and in her hand she leads him. There was a gallant boy who fell far away upon a burning sand beneath a burning sun, and said, "Tell them at home, with my last love, how much I could have wished to kiss them once, but that I died contented and have done my duty." Or there was another, over whom they read the words, "Therefore we commit his body to the deep," and so consigned him to the lonely ocean, and sailed on. And there was another who lay down to his rest in the dark shadow of great forests, and on earth awoke no more. Oh, shall they not from sand and sea and forest be brought home at such a time? There was a dear girl, almost a woman, never to be one, who made a mourning Christmas in a house of joy, and went her trackless way to the silent city. Do we recollect her, worn out, faintly whispering what could not be heard, then falling into the last sleep for weariness? Oh, look upon her now. Oh, look upon her beauty, her serenity, her changeless youth, her happiness. The daughter of Jairus was recalled to life to die, but she, more blessed, has heard the same voice, saying unto her, "Arise forever." We had a friend, who was a friend from early days, with whom we often pictured the changes that were to come upon our lives, and merrily imagined how we would speak and walk and think and talk when we came to be old. His destined habitation in the city of the dead received him in his prime. Shall he be shut out from our Christmas remembrance? Would his love have so excluded us? Lost friend, lost child, lost parent, sister, brother, husband, wife, we will not so discard you. You shall hold your cherished places in our Christmas hearts, and by our Christmas fires, and in the season of immortal hope, and on the birthday of immortal mercy, we will shut out nothing. The winter sun goes down over town and village. On the sea it makes a rosy path, as if the sacred tread were fresh upon the water. A few more moments, and it sinks, and night comes on, and lights begin to sparkle in the prospect. On the hillside beyond the shapelessly diffused town, and in the quiet keeping of the trees that gird the village steeple, Remembrances are cut in stone, planted in common flowers, growing in grass, entwined with lowly brambles around many a mound of earth. In town and village there are doors and windows closed against the weather. There are flaming logs heaped high. There are joyful faces. There is healthy music of voices. Be all ungentleness and harm excluded from the temples of the household gods, but be those remembrances admitted tender encouragement. They are of the time and all its comforting and peaceful reassurances, and of the history that reunited even upon earth the living and the dead, and of the broad beneficence and goodness that too many men have tried to tear into narrow shreds. And of What Christmas Is as We Grow Older, by Charles Dickens.
And now, a shameless plug. A shameless plug? Yep, that's right. It's time for another shameless plug. What is a shameless plug? Well, it's quite simple. I plug something shamelessly. And today I'm plugging a wire into an outlet. Wow. No, I'm actually not doing that. I am plugging something that I have created, something that I do, something that I'm promoting, because I have no shame, and I'm using my video shamelessly to promote something. And today I'm promoting my Fiverr gig, which is a custom video from Drunk Santa. Hey, Drunk Santa, take it away.
Oh, the ho, ho, ho! Wow, hello there, friends! You can call me Drunk Santa. Just don't call me. Well, just don't call me, you sons of... So listen, while Mrs. Claus is away, I'm doing videos for you. Like video messages to your friends and family, promotional vids for your business, and even holiday party invites. Woo-hoo! I better get invited. I got the booze. I also got a ton of gig extras like video text, your logo, music background, and even a green screen if you needed it. So what are you waiting for, you idiot? Order today, exclusively here at Fiverr.com. Now I need to go blow some chunks. Oh God, here we go. Hey, I don't remember eating that.